Okay, here we go. We should be live right now. Yeah, looks like it. Anyway, hopefully you will be interesting. Okay, started. YouTube started too. Okay, that's perfect. Now we will keep going with the painting we started doing last time. This is, well, I'm using watercolors. You should be able to see them, I guess. These ones. Just a few colors. I would have wanted to have a little bit more, but that's what I got. Never done this before, so I'm trying. If it comes good and I think it's something that I could keep going to do, I'll maybe buy some more. It will come some interesting, hopefully. I lost the brush though. I had it in my hands like a second ago. What the hell? Oh, here it is. Okay, we can start. Now, I was thinking, to do the doors, the windows and stuff like that, there's just basically black. I was thinking, and I'm starting doing it like right here, using a pencil to give those details, but I don't know yet. And also have a problem with the roofs. The roofs are basically white, but I don't have any white. I should have left it empty, but I did not. So we have to find a way, maybe a mix of this, or either a very light this, or these in yellow. Might become something interesting. We would have to see though. Anyway, let's just, well, the problem with this brush is that he's divided in two. Once you start painting, it just separates in two parts. It's actually not that interesting and not that good to use. Oh, hello, Dutzy. You got me talking to myself. Anyway, we'll keep going with this. Okay, now let's fix this stuff. Okay, we'll see what we can do today. Hopefully, we can finish it. Not sure though. Okay. I'm not trusting this. Anyway. Nope. Stupid brush. No, I cannot use this. Well, at least not for those details. So let's use a pencil, and then we'll keep going with the other stuff. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm not talking right now, but yeah, I'm trying to give these as fast as I can so we can go back at doing the watercoloring. Just that's the title of the thing. Okay. I should have maybe used the ruler here. That was probably going. That would have been a better idea. Because yeah, like this. Yeah, they're not really straight lines. Then we'll go with the color, so all these black would be a little bit less black. Okay. Let's try doing the windows with the paint. Let's try to make it look a little bit better. Okay. Okay. Now the windows I can do with this. Yeah, I'm using a little part of the actual brush, just a little side to make these things. A brush shouldn't behave like this, but it is made out of plastic. It's not made out of well, the normal ones. I believe they're made of some animal hair. I believe, or maybe just better quality plastic. I don't know. I don't think so. I should have a brush right around here. All the brushes. The problem is they're very small, so it's not something that I can use. They're not small enough. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Okay. And the fact is, all these are black. Well, fortunately, because doing the details of this, I would have died trying to. No, so these are pretty tall buildings, as I can see from here. It's like 4 or 5 rows of windows. Well, the thing is, back in the day, well, more here than in other places. You probably could not have done this in places like Norway, where people used to be taller. We actually became taller in the last few centuries because we got other people that were not from around here. Because the problem was we're so short. The roofs on some of these houses are super short. You cannot build houses like this anymore. Well, I know this because we have a floor that is not tall enough, but is not historic or anything, so it counts as a garage. But it's like the first floor of the house, and yeah, so you cannot have beds there and stuff like that because it's not a livable area. I believe that's how it's called. Well, that is how it's called here, a livable area. And these houses were, let's say, they're like five five stories high. It's not as high as a whatever building you're gonna go that is 5 stories high. It's shorter. There's actually a house. The well, a friend of mine is living there now. The roofs, well, the part on top of the doors, I had to bend in, and I'm short. But it has been built a long time ago, so it's still legal to have it. Right now, it's something that you cannot do anymore. You cannot build it, but if it has been there for, well, an amount of time, so it's either a area, historical area, or something like that, whereas you have to take it down, or it's not a livable area, so you cannot have beds and stuff like that. Well, you shouldn't. I don't believe anybody's going to check out if in a livable area you got beds or something, unless you have tenants in. I guess I don't know. We we never got anybody to check us out, but we are fine. I mean, uh, we follow the law. We don't have anything downstairs. Okay. Okay. And we're also not done with the houses. There are so many more, but I'm doing the first row first, actually. Well, that's what you're supposed to do, guess. Okay, let's try to make the roofs. See what we can do. No, pressed on the orange. I was not watching. Okay, let's see what we can do. Hmm. Probably need more, I guess. Okay, so there was also I would have to go and redo the stuff inside. We're still waiting for that other part to dry and then making another level maybe. Okay, need to do it with orange. Okay, okay. Oh, I did not do. Okay, now that's the church. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the church. How do you fix your broken brushes? Uh, yeah. It depends on what happens. So, if you break the body of the brush, you just wait for a head to break. I just piece them together like a Frankenstein monster. Because, yeah, or I carve some wood. That is actually not a hard work. Um, I cut with a saw like a thin square, a cube. Sorry, no, it's not a cube. Well, it's a prism, I think, square based, a very long one. And then with sandpaper, just doing this, and you got your brush. And to put it back in, just a nail, took, and you're done. If you need to stop to substitute that, if you need to substitute the head, that's a problem that I cannot do. Uh, I don't have access to that kind of stuff, and also it will be hard because at the bottom they won't be connected, so you'll be losing hair all over. Even if I had access to that, I would need too many things at once to be able to fix a head. I would just go and buy a new one. That's probably the best way to go. But for other things, if you really like it, how it works, substituting the body, it's not a problem. Okay. I need that part to dry. Down here, there's some more trees. Well, trees, sorry. Some more houses. We give them some random colors. It doesn't really matter. It's just a couple. They're basically hidden, so not really on view. The last one, blue. Okay. Oop, did not do this. No, I did not. Okay, kinda. I need the part to dry. And also, the church here is a mess. Because it's built on like 15 levels because it's up a hill. It goes like something like this. DVA mechanics. Well, thank you for the heart. Okay. If I could get my hands on... I don't think I have those. Hmm. Okay. Let's see if this makes a little bit of a difference. I'm not sure. Hopefully we can do something with it. Okay, yeah, it's making it a little bit wider. The problem is I won't be able to go over with this, so I would have to use this to make the bell tower right here. Okay. Okay. Now we'll try to remove all the white that I have left around since we were waiting for that part to dry because here there is a building, so we have to try to make it look better. Okay. 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 And now we will try to tackle the castle because it's a very difficult place, and I've already made it too dark, so we have to figure out a way to improve it. So here we have a tower. Okay, then we will make the adjustment for everything, but I'm trying to give it the basic shape first. I should have done that yesterday. Okay, we'll mix in a little bit of brown, hopefully, to make it look not as bad as it is right now. I'm not liking it, not even a bit. We'll be trying to remove all the black underneath to spread it out. Even if it's dry out, it worsens the paper, but it works. If you don't go over it like 15 times. How many buildings was built there? Not that many because you cannot. They were made like many, well, centuries ago. Uh, the latest buildings, you could not build it for like probably the last century, I believe, because the last buildings that there are there are right here and were built by Mussolini, like at this point, 100 years ago. Well, 90 years ago. Because yeah, it's to protect the coast and everything. I believe it's part of is protected by the European stuff, UNESCO, I think it's called. You cannot do anything on it. It's there to be maintained, so you cannot build anything, nor change the color of stuff. You cannot do anything. If your house uh, has to be redone, uh, the you have to go, well, ask for it. Like, my house is a ramble, so I have to repaint it. They were like, okay, you can use this color or that color. No other choice. That's how that works. If you live in particular places, we also have it here. The castle that we have. Well, I go to the bar that is like underneath it. There, everything is so strange. You cannot do stuff. You cannot have air conditioning because it will ruin the view. Even if you have it on the top of the building, you cannot. There's this friend of mine that lives inside the castle. You cannot do anything. You cannot have anything that is outside. So you can have your patio, well, or your porch or whatever you want. You cannot have anything in it. There are particular laws to maintain historical places. Well, at some point you just learn to live with it. But well, maybe for somebody that well maybe doesn't live close to historical stuff, doesn't know, might sound strange. Okay. Well, we will take a little bit of a break from doing that part to leave it dry, and we can go ahead and keep going with this. Oh wait, if the house starting to discolor, color starting to fade away, can they repaint it? Yes, they can, but it has to be a very specific color. You're given a list, and when you go to well the guy that makes the paint, you give it the paper, and he will make the exact color. And also, well, some of these, I believe, well, it happened before. If you have to renovate this kind of stuff, there is historical and everything. You cannot get kind of money for that. It will be paid for. A part of it will be paid for. We went through. Well, that's the stuff that can happen. Europe, they just decide, okay, for the historical things, this year we have, I don't know, 5 millions. And so you start your project, you say, okay, I want to make these and that just to make everything better. Maybe substitute the door, stuff like that. That will pay a part of it. Because that stuff that, well, should be maintained. I don't believe that they're doing the right thing. Has been there for centuries, and now that we have the capability of maintaining it, we just let it go. Well, it's not good, is it? And also, I don't know if it's normal everywhere, but also my grandma's house, she had to make it brown because sometimes it just passes a law that restricts colors. And well, she lives in a house that is 100 years old, so it's not that old. But yeah, she also had to pick one of the chosen colors, and that's also why around here there's so many strange colors. Well, you have more choice wherever else you are, but if you're in an historical place, you got choices. Now these one are made the choices are made to represent what it used to be there. So all the houses were blue, yellow, orange, those colors. So now you have to choose one of those. Oh, hi. My name is Kendra. How's it going? We get relaxed in here? We well, we have been talking about the law that is in place for historical places of house painting. Maybe not the most interesting thing, but yeah, we went on this course talking about the colors of the houses. I'm not really sure 100% of what you can see. I hope it does look as good or better than what I can see. Hopefully. Okay. I stopped doing this part. Well, it has to be done another couple of times. I've pasted this, so I give it the time to dry up, or else I would ruin the paper. Okay. Just to give it the basic outline, uh, there's trees in front of this. You look Italian, I am. You say that for the mustache? It's a family trait. We have had the mustache for 4 generations, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know. Well, I guess yeah. Looking Italian. Well, yeah. I live here. Well, my grandpa was actually part French, but everybody else in the family 100% Italian. So I'm like 12.5%. How much would that be? Grazie, caro. E potevi dirlo subito. E cerco semplicemente di raggiungere il più grande numero di gente possibile. E ci sta, ci sta. Poi non so, magari avrei più successo a parlare in italiano, però non, francamente, trovo bene, faccio un po' di pratica. Grazie. Oh, that's good. They were still very historical society. Keeps still. Comunque molto bello il Dissect 9. Che roba è? E poi devo ricominciare a parlare inglese perché c'è la gente da YouTube che sennò poi non capisce niente. Duty. Here we're back at it. Well, we don't have subtitles, so well, we just said that there's a guy on Twitch with a little bit of a chat. I said, "Oh, you look Italian." Like, oh, and like, yeah, yeah, I am. Just a little bit of a chat, and for well, who everybody else who might have been here, I don't know. Oh, okay. Now I did not understand that. I said maybe there's some abbreviation of some word. I don't know. Yeah, stuff that happens. Anyway, thank you. Well, this is just the beginning. We have done actually in a live that one. Let's see if I can get on frame with the finger. That one that is made with crayons. I'm trying many different things. And well, with crayons, I have already done stuff before, but with well, watercolors, never done this kind of stuff before. So it's not coming as bad as I thought it would become. By the way, the live goes a little bit at okay. It's because I'm live streaming both from YouTube and Twitch, so you get a little bit of a problem. Uh, well, it's too early in the day. Well, you know what time it is. Uh, my dad is still home. I will probably do it outside, uh, uh, 2 floors down, where there's the actual Wi-Fi. This I have just a repetitor that gives me the signal, so it's less than usual. We would have, well, I could probably do it outside, but yeah, it's too early, and well, finish this live maybe tomorrow. But I'm very sorry about that. For now, there's nothing I can do. Well, hopefully, it's not something that. Oh, I'm from La Spezia. We're just, well, yeah. No, you cannot see it from here. Yeah, from the window. Well, you can see Livorno from here. We are up a hill. Oh, I lost a chat on YouTube. No, okay. I'm sorry. Here I'm just going around left and right, trying to have everything on screen at once. It's not easy, not at all. I would have to find a better way to do these kind of lives. Okay, now everything should looks kind of dry. Whew. Okay, went a little bit silent. Hopefully, it's not a live problem. I'll try to talk as much as I can, just to keep people engaged on this kind of stuff because I've done some lives before, and well, people laughed. Well, I guess it's not as interesting if I just shut up. Well, some guys don't. There's my latest subscribers. They said, "Oh, I'm watching this. I'm relaxing. I'm playing some games, and sometimes just look at it." I'm like, absolutely fine. Whatever floats your boat, as they say. Yeah, I was thinking what I'm going to do next. Yeah, probably the hill. Let's go for that. And it's a brown. You can actually, people jumped from this side, and there's an interesting story about why the bay that is on the other side got its name. There was this guy that wanted, well, jump into the water and then, well, swim to another place that was well kind of far away. He jumped in. It never came up. Oh, hello. Well, we'll see you again if you want to. My name is Iskandro. Anyway, oh, it's buffering. Okay, now we are having problem on YouTube. Shoot. Yeah, I'm hating this. I have to find a way to make it. I also got the Ethernet. Ethernet? I get well, the wire, the wire that goes into the PC. Yeah, I would have to do this live from another place. I'm trying to figure out a way to resolve all this because the fact that it's not fluent is driving me crazy. It just drives me crazy. Well, I can wait a second. Let me try to close as many things as I can. Well, I don't have anything opened, but yeah, just break. Okay. Yeah, right now it should be fine. No, it's getting worse. 17. Okay, no, it's getting better. Should be getting better. Hopefully, right now. The thing is telling me that we are doing better, but I'm not sure. We will see. Hopefully, from now it will be getting better. I don't have as many things open. I try to close everything that might requires internet. Anyway, I was telling the story about people jumping from that place. Well, this guy and the bay is named after him. He jumped off, and he basically had in mind like, okay, I'll jump off of here, then I'll go to that place, then we'll go to another one, or stuff like that. He just made the jump. He just made the jump, and he never came up. Well, he came up, not alive though. And people jump from there. Well, you're not actually allowed to do that. You should to get to that point. There's well, it's not police tape. It's like made out of iron that closes the access. Well, you just walk around it basically. It's like a blockage in Pokemon that you have the small tree. It's just like that. You go around it and you go. So me and my friends, we did not jump from there. We did not. We did not. That's for everybody who will see this. We never jumped from it. Okay. I'm doing all the base here, and then I will go back to this because it doesn't look too dry. No, well, yeah, the points were too much stuff. They're not. Okay. So from here, the actual horizon is on this line. So it's pretty high. It's pretty high up. Okay. Okay. That said, is that an accident or he did it? No, he wanted to go and like go down there and then have a super long swim to another island, and he couldn't make it. He jumped down, maybe hit a rock or something, and so the bay is named after him. Okay. Yeah, there is, well, this kind of story basically from every place where we're just told here old people at bars are very talkative. Okay, so you get to know many things. Now I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Not liking that much. Okay, okay. Don't we have on Twitch? Well, I changed the title also on this one, on the one that you're seeing on YouTube. Because I don't know, maybe on Twitch people, well, it's for games mostly. So I thought, you know what? Let's try to write down relaxing to see if people will just, because I've seen that like 4 or 5 people came in and left like right away. I never got more than 1 or 2 people at the same time watching, so that means that they just come in and leave right away. So if I, you know what? Let's actually say what this actually is. This is a relaxing video of, well, me doing some painting, some interesting stuff. So I did. No, hopefully, we will get people from there. But if we don't, I'll just not do that anymore. So it won't be, we won't have any problems with the actual YouTube channel, with the quality of of the frame rate. We'll see what happens. I would also have to see how it goes, because usually it doesn't go very well on Twitch. Well, it doesn't really go extremely well on YouTube, but I usually get for an hour stream, an hour and a half, a couple of hours of watch time. On Twitch, I get like 15 minutes of 2 hours of an hour of live. So we will see. We'll see how that works. I don't know. I don't know what it actually is. It's just wherever I do, I cannot seem to get people to stay. Well, it doesn't also happen on YouTube anymore. Before, whenever I got somebody will stay until the end. It doesn't happen anymore. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'll have to figure that out at some point. Well, if I want this to go well, and I actually do, because it's very interesting work. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Oh, by the way, can I ask why most Italians got mustache? I bet it doesn't sound a fancy question. Um, I don't know for everybody else, uh, but I do because it's a family thing. My great grandpa used to have a mustache and had it for basically his whole life. My grandpa did too. My dad is still not. Well, he has had it for quite a long time, but he's not in the phase of a mustache now, and so I just keep it. No, so well, I've seen many people do. I don't know if it's something, but one way I get out of, we start to get mustaches like very early. I shaved for the first time when I was like 13, and at some point you're like, I don't want to shave anymore. I got bored of that, so you maybe let everything grow, and when you cut it off, because at some point you have like you look like Jesus, and you think like, you know what? And you start cutting, and like, okay, you live in maybe a goatee or something. You try to, well, if you think you look good, you'll try it for a couple days. Then you're like, you know what? I'll go more shaven, and then you remove everything apart from the mustache. That's the last part that you will shave. And if you think you look good, you can keep it. But you basically start doing this kind of experimentation with your facial hair like very very early. So people have tried everything. At my age, I have had any kind of beard that you can think of, and it grows quite fast. I mean, I shaved yesterday. Well, the face. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's getting long. Well, I'm not clean shaven anymore. Actually, let's just say that it's not long, but it's not clean shaven. And when you get older, my grandpa had to shave twice a day. Well, apart from the mustache, twice a day. That's incredible. It just grows that fast. Anyway, to repeat the point, well, it's not offensive. It's, well, it's kind of true. I have seen a lot of people with mustaches. Probably more without than with, just because, well, I'm not old enough. Many people just, well, some people just don't have facial hair. There's a friend of mine that is probably never going to get a mustache. It just, well, he has a baby face. I don't know what to tell him. He said, I don't know. And also many people, but just recently, of older people, never seen anyone like that. Like people that are 28, 29. Of the people that I know, no one is like that. They cannot grow. They can grow beard, but they cannot grow mustache. I don't know what kind of gene that comes from, but it's I don't know. I've never seen that before. But in the younger generation, it's happening. Something that I've seen a lot. But also people that are not like you say 16, so you cannot grow it. But also older people. This friend of mine is 22 and he cannot grow anything. He has a little bit of a beard, but he doesn't have any mustache. He's like Marshall from How I Met Your Mother, that he cannot. Well, not the actor. I believe the actor can. He's the character that cannot. Oh, thanks for your kind response. Anyway, mustache looks good on you. Oh, thank you, thank you. I've well, I believe this is the best look. Well, people say that I also look good with nothing because I have a curly beard, so if I let it grow, it's like my dad is super straight, so he has a beard and it just goes straight. Mine goes wide. I don't like it that much because also I have longer hair that just twirls around. So I either add the mustache, a goatee, or nothing. But when I have nothing, people say, "Oh, you turned 15." I'm like, dude, come on. Yeah, but I don't know in any other places. Uh, well, how that works. I believe back in the day, the mustache, because I don't remember from which side. I believe they were the Germans, because during the Roman Empire, if you were a good Roman, you were completely shaved. You had no facial hair. It was a sign of wealth, respect, and everything like that to be shaven. And I believe, if I don't remember, if it were people from, well, the Alps, it was people from over the Alps that came in, and it was a fashion to have a mustache. But I don't remember from which side of the Alps. So don't quote on me. Don't quote me on that. But it's not something that is strictly Italian. It actually is not. It's being clean shaven. Okay. Now I would have to make the C better, and also while redoing this, making it a little bit more like this one, because this I like, this one a lot less. But yeah, I might have a problem here. This is all warped. Yesterday night I forgot to put it underneath something. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about something. Let's get the darker blue. Okay. I'll try to figure out how to do this the best way. Let's maybe make it dark. I don't know. I'm destroying everything here. Okay. I'm trying to make it shoot. Okay. Is it too light around there? Because the sky will be so light, because this is not as dark as it's supposed to be. I'm trying to make it like look wavy. I don't know. I will figure out the way to do this anyway. What? Okay. Okay, so let's go for this. Okay. 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 Now we will need this. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We're kind of done. if I can do a live tonight, that's probably what I'm going to do. Right now I'll be leaving this right here because this part has to be given details and maybe a little bit of a shade, but it's super wet. I'll place this underneath something and we will continue because we need to finish the sea. I wanted to make it a little bit better, maybe a little different shades than doing the sky. That is very light, so we have to figure out how to do it. Maybe water and a little bit of this and mixing up. Anyway, we've been here for a while, I guess. I'm not really sure. Well, an hour, so well, that's about fine. Anyway, um, I hope you enjoyed this for now. Tonight or tomorrow, we will come back to this and finish it. I would like to thank you a lot for being here with me, and yeah, see you next time, I guess. Thank you. Now I have to close everything. It will take about a couple of hours.